Hi, everyone. So today I wanted to talk about something that God kind of randomly showed me yesterday. And don't mind my dog in the background if you can hear her. And it's about basically the curse that women get after Eve sinning. So in Genesis 3:16, God says, "To the woman, he said, I will make your pains in childbearing very severe. With painful labor, you will give birth to children. Your desire will be for your husband, and he will rule over you." You hear that, it's like, okay, well, I'm just cursed to feel these pains and remember it forever and remember the traumatic experience that I will get from this. But then we go all the way forward. Sorry, it's forward. All the way to John 16:21. So we went from Genesis 3. Is it Genesis 3? Yes, Genesis 3, 16 to 16:21, and Jesus is talking about grief turning into joy. And he says, "A woman giving birth to a child has pain because her time has come. But when her baby is born, she forgets the anguish because of her joy that a child is born into the world." You look at the context, and he's talking about when you feel grief, you will feel grief for a time, but then you will be filled with joy. And he uses this example with a woman giving birth. I don't know if there's any other connections anywhere else about childbirth being mentioned. Granted, you could always look at every single woman in the Bible who's given birth and then is met with joy. But what is interesting to point out about this is it's said that she is to forget her anguish. It's kind of like a blessing within the curse that God will let you forget or help you forget all the pain you went through. Granted, you could put that into, well, that's given so that we produce more children. Yes, that is true, but that is also God's blessing to us. First of all, God's blessing to women was for us to bear children. You see this in multiple times that women would feel, what's it called? Even nowadays, if you cannot bear children, there is like a guilt that is put upon you, it feels like, or it's seen even within the Bible. And then when you do have children, you have to go through the pain and the quote-unquote suffering. And so then God's blessing is for you to forget when the baby is born. You are to forget your pain and suffering. I have seen this with multiple women, even with those who have not gone through the labor pains. I have seen women forget their pregnancy pains that they could have gone through. You go through 9 months, and some women have a really good pregnancy. They have no complaints. There goes my highlighter. They have no complaints. Everything is good. And then you have other women who are just going through it. It is a difficult time, a difficult 9 months, and then they have to go through the labor pains, or sometimes they don't. But even so, I have seen this multiple times that women truly forget the labor pains and the pregnancy pains they've had. They'll remember glimpses and pieces of it to help other women prepare for it, but they genuinely will forget. And they'll just be so thankful for the child that came into the world. I feel like that was God's grace on us. And I think it's truly a blessing that God pointed this out to me, because I'm about to hit, not about to, I have a little while still to go. But that internal fear, which is not of God, it's of the devil, but that internal fear kicks in of, oh my goodness, I am going to have this baby come out of me one way or another. And this is God's way of giving me peace, no matter what. And so this is just something to point out for all the other women out there.